All right. We are live and we're streaming now. Woo! So, yeah. So, you have been listening to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which is a piece of music that was composed by Harold Arlen, I think. Yeah, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm working on, let me just do one quick housekeeping thing. I'm working on this arrangement that I'm going to be posting on my channel a couple days before Christmas, basically just as a little, Christmas content thing. And how is it online? Maybe it's not online right now. That's okay. So yeah, it's going to be let me just make sure that everybody can see this thing. Copy video URL. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Cool. So yeah, all right. Well, I'm streaming now. So, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, so I'm streaming this right now. We're talking about doing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Basically, I'm going to have this arrangement that comes down to being a string quartet. Yeah, sorry. A bunch of people hit me up all of a sudden. Oh my God, I'm popular. Yeah, so I'm going to be writing a string quartet with also like synth bass. I have this like cool little mini tar sort of synth analog thing that I'm going to be using. I think I'm also going to have like a SPD pad, electronic percussion, and then also a singer, and we're going to be doing this like thing. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas originally had these really dark lyrics. The lyrics went, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas, it may be your last. Next year we may all be living in the past," or something like that. And it's really, really dark. It's a little bit more awkward than the actual lyrics, and I understand why they were changed. Never mind the fact that they're much brighter now. But I wanted to kind of like write this arrangement that kind of captured that super dark aspect of it. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, if anybody has any questions about what I'm doing as I'm doing it, please feel free to do that. So yeah, let's go right into it. Basically what I have so far is I have this passage that I played earlier. That's going to be the first verse, and there's been a lot of work that I've already done on it. There's also going to be the second section, which is going to be a little bit more sparse, and I mean, you can't really see it right now. This bottom staff is going to be the synth bass. This is the string quartet, and the synth bass comes in at the end of this first verse right here. I'm going to like just make some markers for myself to make sure that I know where I am at what point. So this is verse 2. This is verse 1. Great. So we have the verse 2 is going to basically be what I have in my head is going to be kind of this like the same as verse 1, except a little bit sparser in the beginning. Verse 1 is basically going to be just the string quartet, maybe a little bit of percussion, but like the actual like quote drop happens here. I'm not going to program any of that yet. That's going to happen a little bit later. We're figuring out exactly what that's going to look like. But verse 2 right now is going to be, yeah, it's going to be like this sparse sort of thing. Let's copy and paste this chord progression. So I'm going to basically just double it, copy and paste the chord progression from the beginning, or from the first verse. But now it's going to be just in the bass. The bass is going to be kind of the main driver of this chord progression. The cello in the first part was kind of the bass part. And there's all this chord progression. If I was going to analyze it, this is an E, G, B, D. That's an E minor 7. This is a F sharp. This is an A. This is a D, and this is an E. So that's a D sus2 over an F sharp. It's a nice voicing of kind of like a D over F sharp, except when you have 4 voices, this E right here, which would normally you would have a D chord. It would be A, D, F sharp. But in this case, I did A, D, E because the F sharp's already in the bass, and the E adds a little bit of color. So it's a D sus2 over F sharp, which is a nice voicing for D over F sharp. Then I have this really big old exposed C major 7, which is going to sound really lush and full when you have a full string quartet doing it. We have a C here, we have a G there, then we have an E there and a B there. So it's this really wide voicing. A 5th on the top, which when you have horns, 5ths on the top voicing don't sound super great, but when you have strings, they sound a little bit nicer, especially when you have this big open C string down here. You got then the open G string. I could say Sul G. In fact, I might want to write Sul G just to make sure that you get the resonance of the open string. That's something that I want to have, like this kind of almost resonant, not vibrato sound on all these C chords. It's important to be thinking about exactly how, when you're writing for string quartet, how chords actually are going to sound. When you have the open strings, they're going to sound a little bit more resonant. You won't have as much control over them, and normally string players don't like that. But I do like how, like there's not going to be any vibrato to the tone, so it has a very particular sound. So yeah, then this chord right here. I guess that would be a, let's see, we have an E, an A, and a B. So that's an A sus2 over C sharp. It's a similar idea from the D sus2 over F sharp right here, which was what we were doing before. Let me just make sure that that live stream's actually on. Maybe I screwed something up. I don't know what I did. But I want to make sure that there's actually people watching. Oh, there's 6 people watching. Okay, cool, great. So we at least have a tiny audience. All right, so you got the A sus2 over F sharp right here, which is like a voicing for A over C sharp, A sus2 over C sharp, not F sharp, A sus2 over C sharp. And it's like a voicing for A over C sharp. It's like a triad in first inversion, but it just has a little bit of extra spice with this B here. So yeah, so that's basically what the chords are so far. Just for the sake of making it easier for analysis, let's write in these chords just to, I don't normally write in the chords, I normally am just thinking about it a little bit differently, but just for the purposes of A sus2, just for this little demonstration. Okay, then we got the same sort of E minor 7, D sus2 over F sharp sort of thing, and the cello is moving a little bit. So this is kind of like a moving line. F sharp, G, A, B flat. And what I wanted to have happen here, in the lyrics, and again, maybe I should write this in. I've been working on this. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And in the original lyrics, it's, it may be your last. Just so dark, which is great. I love it. Next year will be. Next year we all. What are the lyrics? Next year we all will. Need to look them up. Yep, you're streaming. Thank you, guy. Thank you, Flying Dog. Wikipedia. Okay, what are the lyrics to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, the original one? Yeah, it wasn't Irving Berlin. I don't know what I was saying. It was Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. It may be your at last. Next year, we may all be living in the past. Next year, we may all be living in the past. So it's super dark instead of like the normal one, which is, I don't know, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your light be, I don't know what it is. You can go listen to it. Frank Sinatra did it. So on the last, it may be your last, I wanted to have a little bit like a twinge of darkness. So far, it's been fairly diatonic, and you can even see the nice thing about sheet music versus the piano roll is that one of the reasons why I like working with it a little bit more, I'm just more used to it, but also you can see quite clearly when things are getting weird and funky. The piano roll is like just, I don't know, it's a different sort of way of working, and some people find it faster, but you have sheet music, it's like, oh, there's no like sharps or flats or anything. It's not that funky. Oh, now it's getting kind of funky here. Okay. So on It May Be Your Last, it's getting kind of funky, and we have this B flat and an F and a D. So that's a B flat major triad, which is very different. You know, we're kind of in the key of G, E minor. So that's what's happening. And there's also a little bit of counterpoint that I wanted to include in the viola and the second violin. So this is kind of like a B flat and then going to a C minor, which is very strange for the key of E minor, or E minor / G. But I was also kind of thinking, you know, when you have modal interchange sometimes, and when you're in the key of G, sometimes you'll have like a C chord and then it goes to a C minor chord, like 4, 4 minor, and then it resolves to G. I always like the sound of like 4, 4 minor, and then resolving to the relative minor of whatever key you're in. So C, C minor, E minor. It's super dark and I like it. And so that's kind of the whole point here. It's the dark version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Subtly dark. I don't want to go like overboard with like really weird atonal harmonies. It's just dark. It's not like it's not scary. So I just wanted the dark stuff, and that C minor has what we would call a chromatic mediant relationship to the E minor. That C minor resolving to the E minor would be, and this is the E minor chord right here. I'm gonna write in these things. B flat major resolving to, oh, thank you. Oh, cool. I got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail. I donated once, and now anyway. So yeah, B flat major 7 going to C minor 7-ish. Was this a 7? We got a D. It's kind of like a C minor 9-ish. I got this like kind of. This is a D, by the way, and it's kind of a weird dissonance to this E flat, but it resolves. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna switch these around. I have that D resolving down to a C, so this like really crunchy dissonance resolves down by a step. That I just want to make that like a little bit more kosher according to traditional voice leading. You want to always have dissonances, especially half-step dissonances, resolved by a step. And it's a little bit easier to intonate too for the viola player. And you know, viola players need to catch a break. They're always kind of a you know, they're a special breed. So. So now what's happening right now is we got another E minor. And let's write that in. It's kind of E minor 7. And then this guy, I wanted this like nice half step. You know, I typically write my chord progressions. I very much enjoy writing like linear progressions by step. And this is no different. It's kind of like E going down to a D sharp, going down to a D, going down to a C sharp, going to a C down here. Now I could have, this is kind of like the bass line that the cello comes up, plays. I could have done that, but I like, again, the open strings, like that resonant, that super low note down there. Yeah, so that's the progression. That's what I started with, and then I kind of came up with this like mirror. I wanted to create this next year we may. That's what the second violin is playing, but then the first violin is playing that in harmonized thirds. Next year we may, next year we may. It's kind of like outlining a B minor triad the same way that this is outlining a G major triad in the melody. I just wanted that briefly because I know the singer who's going to be singing this likes to backphrase that particular line. And so if you have the literal phrasing in the actual arrangement, it creates this nice like contrast between the backphrasing and the actual phrasing in the arrangement. I think it's a nice little thing that happens because this is the only time where the actual melody is in the arrangement so far. I might include it later. I don't know. All right, so that's what it is, and this is kind of like, oh, in terms of the chord, what is this? This is a D sharp, a B, a G, another B. So that's kind of like, I don't know. It's like a B7 sharp 5 over D sharp, I guess. If we're gonna name it, have to name it. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing. It's like an augmented-ish sort of sound. But then we got this D natural there, so it's like also the sharp 5, sharp 9. I don't know. There's stuff happening here. There's stuff. I don't know. Sometimes naming chords is kind of a pain. I know the general sound of what it is, but if I want to like put actual like things to a thing, it's kind of, I don't know, whatever. And what do we have here? We got a D, we got a G, we got a E, we got a C. That's kind of like a it's like a C over D, I guess, ish. Except this kind of almost sounds like a passing tone. We'll call it a C over D. I don't know. Then this. What would that be? C sharp with a G. Okay. With an E. C sharp, the G with an E, and an F. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what you would call that. I'm not even quite sure how I was conceptualizing that. Let's call that C sharp diminished. No, it's a C sharp 7. I don't know, with a sharp 9. Whatever. I don't even care. But then this last one, I definitely was thinking of as like a A flat sus2 over C. So just thinking about what it was, I was thinking this, like that descending chromatic bass line. I also liked the idea of being like this being a really dissonant sort of sound. Like the resolution of an A flat over C to a E minor 7 is kind of similar to that really dark relationship of the C minor 9-ish, whatever, to the E minor that I referenced before. But now there's also the A flat in there, which is even in quote darker. It's a even darker relationship if you're talking about, you know, the Jacob Collier super hyper meta mega Lydian or Locrian or whatever. It's in the opposite side around the circle of fifths. So basically I'm thinking like the opposite side rotating around. So it's dark and then it gets brighter again here, but it's only bright because it's relationship to the A flat sus2 over C resolving to the E minor 7. So we get the same chord progression here. And this is kind of, you know, one of the things that I think about a lot in contemporary music is the relationship of repetition versus, you know, not repetition. And for chord progressions, in order to get, you know, nice spicy chord progressions, you kind of want to change things up a lot, but not too much. And so this is kind of like our default, this like sort of vamp between E minor, D sus2 over F sharp to the C major 7 to then whatever this chord is, this A sus2 over C sharp. That's kind of like our bass line. That's like what our ear goes back to. In fact, in the beginning of this arrangement, let's see if I can't do this. That's kind of how it all starts. It's just this sort of progression over and over. So with that in mind, now that I've sort of analyzed this to death, and not even to death, just analyzed it a little bit, spent 15 minutes analyzing this thing, let's go and let's actually write some more of it. So I just want to let's listen to it, and then we'll just start going for it. Cool. Yeah, so I'm imagining like kind of, in fact, I'm going to add this. I'm going to undo that delete. I'm going to add, well, I get just some sort of, this is totally placeholder. Drum set disco. Down, 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 down. This is like totally placeholder, but this is just kind of get me into the general mindset of what is going on. Cool. Okay, so I'm thinking of like, like that sort of thing. So that view, let's see, I don't have the right keypad right now, so it's gonna be kind of a little annoying. Like some high register-ish. High register shit. cat is playing with some stuff right now. Hello, cat. How's it going? Okay, cool. So this again, this bass part is going to be played on like some sort of synth bass type thing. Yeah. That's an E, D, E. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to think of is like just one note, and then it would work over this chord progression, which is kind of this. I'm going to copy this chord progression down into the bass line just to help you guys sort of see what I'm thinking of. I basically want to keep the same progression-ish to give a little bit of continuity to the whole thing. So what I want to have is like a chord, some sort of chord that works more or less over this whole thing down on the bottom. So this is an E, this is an A, and this is a B, all of which are pretty kosher for these chords. E, A, B. Yeah, this melodic movement of the C sharp to the G I don't really like. I don't really like that tritone. I mean, whenever you're working with 4 voices, what you want to have happen is you want to make sure that every voice feels good to play when you're a string player, because you want to be able to kind of like intuitively hear what the part is. You don't want to like play some really random weird inner part. Like I'm always trying to make sure that even if like the parts are chromatic and moving, that you can actually hear this as a melody. What is it? There's the cat. Yeah, so this movement is always kind of a little annoying to sing and play, so it's just harder to intonate. Adam, you need wine, though. No, I do not. Maybe I think, so like, let's do a forte piano. A forte piano is a good, what forte piano means is da, and that's like the effect for these guys. Da. The wrong shortcuts on this one. Oh well, it'll sort of work. Really not making a whole lot of progress right now. That's all right. Ugh. That's the problem with some of this playback stuff. Is it like it doesn't translate super well? Like it's not actually forte. So, you know, we're just going to have to live with it, unfortunately. So what I'm thinking here is like some sort of like counterpoint echo. Maybe it goes like that. No. maybe like maybe like in the different key, like in the key of D. No, in the key of F. No, and that needs to be buried if that's gonna. I hate all of this. Oh yeah. So Dwayne Stevens writes, okay, I joined a bit late, but are those chords written above the bass track, the original chords? No, those are new chords that I came up with. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like any of that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to... Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm doing is kind of a similar gesture from before. This is the idea. I'm not sure if I like it, but so kind of the same thing where I know the singer's going to be back phrasing this line, next year we all may be. So I'll put that in the first violin to just make sure that it's still like present in the sound. Yeah. That sounds all right. Okay, I think. Let's go a little bit crazier with this harmony here, if we can. Let's copy and paste what we did here, but like just kind of change it up a little bit. Let's see if it actually is going to do anything. It might be a little bit gauche, but you know, said that we're doing this anyway. Let's see what happens with that bass line. Okay, so we got a B flat, a C, a D flat. That's gonna be a weird one, or a C sharp, and then an E flat. So, okay, so okay, let's make that instead of a B flat because that's covered. Let's do a F. Okay, so this is gonna be like a B flat major 7, right? Maybe something like that. This one is maybe this is a F over C? No. I don't know. Maybe a C minor 7. Then a D. This will definitely have to be like a E flat over D flat, maybe. And I don't know what that one's going to be yet. But, okay. B flat major 7. Oh, actually, no. This could be something even stranger. That could be a... Let's make this a B7 sharp 9. Ooh, that's spicy. I might have to slow this down to make sure that I actually really like the sound of this. I might not. Okay, so B7 sharp 9. Okay, so that would be, and then we need, what is this? Okay, that's an A, that's fine there. Okay, we need, instead of an A, we probably need a D sharp in there. A. Just make sure this sounds okay. This is okay. This B, don't need. Okay, so we got a F sharp, B, D sharp, D. We probably need an A there, right? That should be that's a. Okay, so since we have this A here, that's going to create this crunch with that B flat, which is nice. But I might want to resolve it down to there for a G on a C minor 7. That D sharp will stay because D sharp is enharmonic to E flat. This might need to be a D, some kind of D chord, but we'll keep it as a C minor right there, or a D based thing. Okay, we got a F sharp, E flat / D sharp, whatever. Change between the two. G, okay, that's fine. Okay, so some kind of E flat chord. Let's do a flat there. It's just because this G in the melody is a little strange. But there's a D natural in the melody. So I can get away with that. That's a pretty hefty crunch against the D flat, but it's not the end of the world. Especially if they don't hold that note out. And you know, it's been established. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So E flat. E flat going to an F. No, that's an E flat. D sharp going to. Okay, that's not a really good melodic line for the viola. That sucks. So we might have to revisit that, but let's just make sure it sounds okay. D flat, A flat, E flat. Yeah, I'm not sure about any of these. This becomes a D. It's a little bit more consonant, and a little bit more. Yeah, actually, that might be better to have some sort of like constant structure-ish type thing. Yeah. Some more. Still sucks as a melodic line for the viola, but... Okay, so this is going to at least be a little bit more of a consonant sort of sound. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but we're going to spend some time listening to this and seeing if we like it or not. Then we're going to... Cool, I like that. So the melodic line here is... Okay. Going to... What's something that we could do here to amp up the spice? Could actually resolve it to E minor, then go to something brand new here, because we've been like hitting a strong E minor every time, so that might be a good way of changing it up just a little bit, maybe. So we'll have like an E minor here, and then something weird here. So we get this weird constant structure thing happening. I kind of like the idea intellectually about this. All of this, by the way, has just been sort of this intellectualization of all of this. You know, I don't quite know how this is going to sound just yet. It probably is not going to sound great. Probably we're going to need to edit it a little bit, but... Yeah. All right, so this is what it's going to sound like, and I'm going to slow it way, way, way down just so we can like luxuriate in it a little bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me slow it down. Slow it down. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't hate it too bad. Not super convinced about this B7 sharp 9. This might need to turn into a B flat major 7 or something like that. Let's do that. D, E flat, D, E flat. Yeah, okay. What is that? It's an A. So this is going to be a B flat. Major 7. Cool. Sweet. Let's try that again. Yeah, I like that. I'm a fan of that, and especially if we hit something super spicy on this downbeat right here. I'm thinking, okay, we got this B in the melody, B to a D. We could do, well, we can't get too spicy with it. We could do, I was originally thinking, like, I mean, an F, a big old F might be, F, like, I don't know. We could do like an F, well, not that. We could do a big old F, either major 7 or dominant 7th. We can experiment a little bit. Yeah, so like something like that. So this melodic line would be dude. Yeah, I like that actually. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm just kind of going where the melodic lines are telling me, and this melodic line definitely says C. This line definitely says A. That definitely says G. We'll keep that as a G. And we'll do that. Okay. So that's C, A, G, B. So it's actually, there's no 7th on that. Let's get a big old F down there. Yeah, let's listen to how that sounds. So that's kind of, it's kind of like an F. It's like F. Well, it's, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's just go for broke and call that a G over F. Let's do it. Here we go. Don't like that. Not at all. Let's just keep. Okay, so you notice how that this is kind of like a constant structure thing. C minor, D minor, E minor. I wonder if we can just keep that thing going. We'll do an F sharp minor, G minor. We'll do a G, F sharp minor. So this is like the natural 11. What did I just do? No, it should be an A, not an A sharp. So we'll do an F sharp minor there. F sharp minor 7 with 11, whatever, who cares? F sharp minor 7, 11. How many people were watching? 7 people. Sweet. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Pretty damn intense. C, D. I'll have it later. Thank you. What is that?
Ravioli, homemade sauce, fresh Parmesan.
Oh, sounds good. I'll eat that later. But for now, work. Okay. That's what happens when you forget a C sharp. All right, I'm not sure if if this direction is where I want to be going right now. Let's dial it down a notch. Let's do it C. I have a feeling like if I give a good old like nice sounding C chord right here, I just I need to chill out with some of this stuff. I'm gonna do the harmonization in the viola. So this is gonna be sixths. Cool. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. I think this was I was going too ham on it. Sigh. Okay, so I'm thinking like a C major. What is that? No, it's kind of like a G over C, not a C major 7. Yeah. So G over C. I don't know. Like we got a. So this would be. Yeah, well, we'll do it simple, fucking meat and potatoes stuff. Try and keep the cello away from the bass. The bass is going to take the main bass role right now. So far, the cello has been doing a lot of fifths and stuff. Before, when the bass wasn't actually in, and this was actually like the first verse-ish, the cello was kind of the bass line, and now the bass is the bass line. So the cello can act as a little bit more of a melodic voice, which is nice. Okay, so let's just come up with some harmonies. So this is D major triad. So that's like a G major to a D major triad over C. Sounds nice and fat and full and consonant. And then this is going to be... Oh, we're gonna have to do like... Oh, I don't know what that is. We're going to have to do like a... Let's do a full on. Okay, this is over B. Ooh, don't want to have too many B's happening. Okay, we got that. We should do probably, I'm thinking like a G sus over G sus over B. What's God's favorite chord? G sus. That's an E. Wait. That's not an E, that's a D. I hate reading alto clef. D. Alright, so this will be nice for them to play. They got a nice... Alright, so they'll all just play... Okay, this is going to be a pretty vanilla measure, but that's alright. We'll make this measure not nearly as vanilla. Make this a nice warm and fuzzy A minor 11 chord. Oh, this might be too warm and fuzzy. Might be super warm and fuzzy. Yeah, it'll be warm and fuzzy. All right, so this is what it'll sound like. This should be good. So this is gonna be like an A minor 9/11. I hate A minor 9/11. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be spicy, spicy AF. Sorry, let me just answer some questions. Danny Anayas writes, "This is super exciting. When you finally finish these types of things for string quartets, are there ever issues like things that sound good on Sibelius but not live?" All the time. Fortunately, like I've done this enough that I kind of have a good sense of what will sound good live, and you kind of have to always be paying attention to dissonances like seconds and sevenths and ninths. Like anytime you have that kind of interval between anything, it's going to be kind of an issue tuning live. For example, this chord, it sounds great right now because it's perfectly in tune. Sounds like full of something, full of like vivaciousness. I don't know. But I probably actually am going to do a slightly different voicing. I'm probably going to do that. Or maybe I'm going to bump that up. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. So the reason why I did that, let me rewind. I had this chord. Let's see what it was. And I had this chord. And this chord is nice. Okay, it's kind of hard to visualize, but I'm actually going to do it like all in one staff just so you can visualize it a little bit better. Okay, so that is the chord, and actually technically then there's a low A beneath that. So this cluster right here, clusters are great when you're actually like get shit in tune, because clusters in tune are just like this really dense, like, they sound so good. But the problem is just getting them in tune, and they're a pain to make in tune. And even for professionals, you have to like really rehearse it just to like get into the sound of it. And that's okay, but you know, most of the time I have to write knowing how much time I'm going to have to rehearse. Fortunately for the session that I'm planning, hopefully there's going to be at least an hour of rehearsal, which would be fucking fantastic. But even then, like I try and like make things as easy as possible for people. So this is okay, but what's going to be a little bit better is the voicing that I actually did, which is this one right here. And that's going to look actually... how's it going to look? Oh, yeah. So we got a... What is it? What did I write? Oh, yeah, I got a C here. There we go. So basically what I did is I bumped up two of the voices and rearranged it a little bit so that everything is the same note density, same notes, but they're spread out a little bit more. And also the dissonances are tempered a little bit more when they're spread out. When things are really close, they're harder to tune than when they're spread out a little bit more. And the tuning discrepancies are a lot easier to forgive if they're spread out a little bit more. So that's why I'm doing this voicing. Cool. It's nice. Ooh, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice moment, especially when they swell up and then it's this big ol' triumphant A minor 9. Ooh, yeah. That's a warm chord. I like that chord. Okay. So where do we go from here? Okay, so let me just listen to it and see what comes to mind. I'm gonna listen to it at tempo. Let's see. Part of the challenge is to seeing like how what sort of harmonic rhythm I should be using. So, should we do something stupid? Yeah, let's do something stupid. Okay, so I'm envisioning some F sharp, 7 sharp 9 business right here. Okay, we got that happening. Okay, we got a B. Probably want that B to be a C sharp. Then this guy, I want you to be an A natural. Okay. Okay, this might be pretty spicy. This is going to be very spicy. How spicy do we want to get? Pretty spicy. I'm a fan of the spice. Spicy. What is that note? God, I can never tell with these freaking E. B. Okay, what am I going for? I'm going for an E sus2 over C sharp, or G sharp. Cool. Just mirroring the melody a little bit there. Okay, so we got the G or B. Got an A there. I could stand to have an F sharp. So A, G. No, I don't want to do that. That might sound like something. I don't know. We'll see how that sounds. Oh, yeah, having the E there. That might be nice. Actually, I should. Yeah, the E will be there. Okay, E were there. C sharp. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the melodic elements of that. Okay, so let's listen slowly because I'm experimenting with harmony right now. Yeah, okay. I'm liking the thought process that I've kind of come up with. We're going to modulate, even though we're not going to modulate. We're going to get, so we've been kind of like, we've been prancing around in this, this E minor territory. Let's prance around in this G sharp minor territory. And we can do that because this final melodic note is a B. And when we have that, we can kind of like, and we kind of are sort of like shifting that anyway with this F sharp 7 sharp 9. It kind of at least is telling us that we're in like a new idea a little bit. And, you know, maybe it shouldn't be this F sharp 7 sharp 9. Maybe it should be a C sharp 7 sharp 9, which actually doesn't work with that at all. So never mind. But just a way of sort of pivoting to G sharp minor slash, actually, no, F sharp 7 sharp 9 works just fine, because it maybe it doesn't have to be the sharp 9, but I guess it does with that A right there. But let's just listen to that some more. Just sort of thinking out loud. That D might need to go to an... Might need to go there. Okay. Let's just sort of listen to this a couple times because I'm still trying to formulate what I'm thinking about right here. Okay, that we need to reformulate our melodic plan right here. And actually, it might be kind of cool to like have these same chords, but now just in G sharp minor. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 2 clever and a half. Blah, blah, blah. So up a major third. Cool. All right, getting spicy here. That might clash a little. Well, no, we'll do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Okay, getting spicy, getting spicy, getting very spicy. Let's sort of formulate some of this stuff. Okay, so we got cool. We might want to bump up some of these voicings though. Might be too high. Just listen to how that sounds though. It's gonna be kind of interesting. Ha! Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be woo. And, I wonder what would happen if it just somewhere in here we quoted bam 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 na 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 start spreading the news. Start spread. That'd be so stupid. But I'm gonna do it. So here we go. Start spreading the news. So yeah, okay. The lyric, the reason why this is so stupid, but I love this. I love every dumb thing. The lick. Whatever else. Okay. The lyric is like the lyrics are a little bit more awkward with the original ones, but so have yourself a merry little Christmas. Pop that champagne cork. That's a awkward core. That's not a pretty word. Next year, what is it? Next year we may all be living in New York. York. Next year we may all be living in New York. And so start spread, start. And then it's gonna be this weird out of key thing, but it's gonna be fucking done. I'm trying to think about the phrasing here. Sorry, I'm just deep in thought. I'm wondering, like, so we modulated to this G minor. Okay, we're now in New York, but now we're coming back from New York right here. So we're like kind of back to the old one. I kind of like that idea also. And we're using the C sharp sus2 over E sharp, otherwise known as D flat sus2 over F. That's going to be our pivot. Actually, no, our pivot should be, because we have an F sharp and a G sharp and an F sharp. G sharp and an F sharp, and the start spreading the news. Start spreading the news. What was this chord? Yeah. This should be our original. We should use the original pivot because that's how we get into. It's just better because of this start spreading the news thing will be there. It's our original pivot chord. Dum bum ba-da-dum. Okay. Na, na, na. Okay, that'll just be it. I'll just dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's all I want to deal with. Okay, let's listen to that again. Do we need to pivot back? Okay, let's just listen to this again. Next year, may I'll be living in New York. Golden friends of the days. Okay, what are the lyrics? Maybe we can use the lyrics to generate the harmonic idea. No good times like the olden days. No good times like the olden days. Happy golden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who were dear to us. Faithful friends who were dear to us. Dear to us, will be near to us, will be near to us once more, once more. Great. Not a good singer, by the way, but don't hold that against me. Actually, let's do it at tempo just to get into the feeling of it. So. Next year, I'll be living in New York. No good times like the olden days. No. I do like how that maybe one more chord happens here. Maybe some kind of D sharp 7 sharp 9. D sharp 7 sharp 9. Yeah, that's what it is. D sharp 7 sharp 9. Nah. Okay. In New York, yeah. Okay, there's only one thing that I really am thinking about for this bridge section. I don't really have any ideas yet, but I want this to be some sort of sparkly-ass diminished chord. because normally when it's voiced, like traditionally, when you have a traditional sort of arrangement with it, it kind of land on a big ol' like F sharp over G. Let's actually listen to how that sounds, just an F sharp over G chord. And I might actually just do that, F sharp over G. A. So this is what it would normally sound like, and it's beautiful. I love this chord. Golden days of yore. And then these two voices would resolve up, like there. Golden days of yore. Like that. It's a really pretty sound. There's other ways to create that. Wonder if we have, instead of there, days of yore. It's really spicy. Let's see how much more spice we can throw at it. Let's do a C natural somewhere in there. Let's do a C natural, or no, let's do that C sharp right there. What I'm doing is I'm thinking about the tonic diminished chord, or we would say whole half diminished, and yeah, creating some spice from that. A little too spicy. Might actually, ooh, the flat 13 sometimes works there. See how that sounds. Kind of interesting. All right, well, that's all I really had thought of for this section. Okay, so maybe I need to start thinking about it a little bit more texturally, because this entire time I've been just like kind of chords, which is great. I love chords, and you know, we have this great dramatic modulation to G sharp minor. Now the question is how do we get back? And should we start getting back to E minor immediately? Because we do have this leeway, we do have this pivot tone in the melody that we can kind of use to sort of, yeah, maybe we're gonna kind of like chill in G sharp minor for a second, and then here we're gonna pivot downward. I like that idea. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this chord, and make that the D flat sus2 over F, which is the, oh, I don't even know anymore. Okay, up, major third, or major third. Actually, let's do the diminished fourth, because then it actually translates to the D sus2 over whatever. G double flat sus2 over B double flat. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. Change the... It doesn't need to be that dramatic. Don't need to be that dramatic here, guys. Just gonna write a little note. Little note to the viola player to make that, to bring that out. Bring out. Ba ba da 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 da. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like any of that. Unfortunately. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Just trying to think a little bit different from what we're doing. Think different. I will think different. So we're gonna do some like chopping wood. Just gonna kind of chill on this E. E's gonna be kind of like what we sort of vibe on for a second. No. Don't like any of it. Hate 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 it. Yeah, I feel like we should. Try new chords, see if they work, see if I like them, see if I like where they go. D over. What's what are we doing here? We're gonna D sus2 over F sharp probably. Guessing. Yeah. Okay, so E major 7 D. No. There's some kind of F sharp minor vibe. What am I doing? What was it before? It was a G sharp, right? God. Oh, but it's an E chord. Okay, gotcha. Instead of F sharp minor, it's kind of like a. Oh, it would be a D sharp minor over F sharp. Pff, yucky. Okay, well that's what it would be. How do you spell D sharp minor? God, and I have to also think in fucking D sharp minor over F sharp. D sharp. Is that a D sharp? Is that an E? Okay. That's a E over G sharp. Cool. Great. All right, so let's listen to how that sounds. Let's see if this is the right direction. I don't know. I'm kind of hit a roadblock right now, guys. If. Okay, let's see what this means. This is like kind of a G sharp minor 11 going to G major 7-ish. That's going to be our way back to E minor. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I'm not sure what the drums are going to be doing here. I'm going to figure out some hipper shit for that. The percussion. Electronic percussion. Oh, good times like no good times like the olden days. Yeah. Olden days. Maybe that olden days should be this. Quite enamored of this F sharp. F sharp 7 sharp 9. Maybe it should be that. Let's listen to that. No good times like the olden days. I don't like it. I mean, I kind of like it. It's just not. It's not doing it for me. No good times like the olden, like the olden, like the olden. No. Ooh, that might be interesting. So like maybe the first violin starts parroting. The vocal. It's an option. See if that where that leads us. What terrible road that leads us down. No good times like the old. Oh, yeah. I like that idea. Okay. So it's going to start, instead of the vocal here, it's going to start parroting. Let's see. Does this work with a vocal? Let's see. Kind of. That'll be interesting, to say the least. Okay, yeah, it'll be interesting. F. All right, so far these melodic lines suck, so I might need to go back and edit them in a future live stream video. But we shall see. Okay. Yeah, I do like that F. I believe in that F. That F is a good note. I believe in Harvey Dent / that F. Which is going to be kind of interesting against this melody. But I think actually if we do a B minor against an F, that would be spicy. Let's do a B minor against an F. That'll be there. Maybe we'll give the viola player. Yeah, the viola player will. Yeah, we'll throw them a bone. Cool. Okay. Okay, so we'll do B minor against F. B minor against F. Okay. We got F sharp, B. Get another F sharp and get another B. Okay. Voice leading on all this is not super awesome. Okay, let's listen to how that sounds. It's gonna be spicy. Not as spicy as I wanted and not in the right ways. I do like the idea, but it's not exactly what I want. I want instead, I just want a D over. So yeah, we got the D in there. If there's a way I can get an A in that voicing, that'd be nice. I do believe in that F, man, but it's making life a little tricky for me right now. Instead of F, let's pussy out and do a C. Let's pussy out. Just do a nice old fucking consonant C. Yeah, the reason why F would have been spicy is because the melody has an F sharp in it, which I like it, but there's like 3 ideas going through my head, and I like the idea of the counterpoint here more than I like the idea of that F, and that counterpoint actually was kind of ruining it a little bit, so that counterpoint will be, will take precedence. So, yeah. Let's get a chiller voicing though. Oh, I like that one. It was super dark. I kind of like that F sharp in there. Looking at stuff. There we go. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see how the lick works there. Now, is it more important to quote the lick or the original melody? These are the real questions that I'm having right now. Should I quote the lick or the original melody? I do like how the lick sounds, though, there. It sounds, like, hilarious. Yes. I have to use the lick. It's like I have to. There's no other way around it. Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. The lick. That's like a C major 7 with a sharp 11 and a bunch of other stuff on it. What is this note? Oh, God, I hate it. It's A. I might be going too far trying to cram the lick in here, but fuck you, fuck all you. Yeah, I think I'm going too far with trying to croak the lick. That fits too well, that other thing. Yep. Sorry, guys. The lick is not going to be in there. Whoa. Oh, yeah. yeah, what should this guy be? Nope. Nope. No. Okay. So D, C, G, F sharp. Okay, chords are happening. Yeah, okay. I can get on board with that one. Just need to zhuzh it a little bit. Let's listen to it. Yeah, this needs to get better. It's okay, that's an A. Yeah, there's a lot of A's happening on that one. Okay, yeah, no C's. Should we figure out a C? Yeah, let's figure out a C. It's an F sharp, E. A C, F sharp, and a B. Let's make this a thing, but we need a D sharp in there. Yeah. Happy happy golden days of yore. This is gonna be pretty intense. Happy golden days of yore. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. Cool. Cool. Not convinced about this A. Not convinced. This is definitely going to be some kind of spicy B7 flat 9 vibe. Cool. Not convinced about that A, though. Yeah, I'm not convinced about a lot of these things. There just needs to be some. There needs to be some sauce. So like golden days, happy golden days. Should be like a D7, A minor 7. But there should be more stuff to this A minor 7. Yeah, I like that because it gets in that little 2-5. Let's see what else we can do with this. Oh yeah, let's zhuzh this a little bit. We gotta. No. Okay. Next textual idea I have is on this fifth measure of the bridge. Faithful friends who are dear to us. Bass drops out. Some high stuff. High stuff happens there. So we'll save this. I'll just play it from the beginning just to make sure we're getting the vibe of it. Like the old days, happy golden days of yore. Oh, shite. Let's make this a full-on fucking thing. Why did that sound weird? It shouldn't have sounded weird. That sounded stupid. Why did that sound stupid? Yeah. I don't like that as much as I thought I would. I just want to listen to it in context. I'm still playing with this G sharp minor, E minor idea. G sharp minor, G, whatever. Okay. Just listen back a little ways, just to remind myself how I got into this. Like the old days, happy golden days of yore. Yeah, I'm liking the vibe. There is a few. I want to get weird with the harmony, and I haven't gotten weird enough yet. I feel like Golden Days should have been weird. I'll listen again. Just I'm trying to like get into the sound of all this weird harmony. Okay, Yor needs to crank the shit up. We need to get some. We need to get fucking harmony going on. Okay, harmony needs to happen here. Okay. What could we do? What could we do? Okay, I'm thinking some faithful friends. We're doing some like crazy constant structures here. Faithful friends who were. What would that be? Okay, so G could be The 11 on a D minor. Yeah, we could start with like some D minor-y thing. Go into a C minor-y thing. Go into B flat or F minor-y. D. We could also just do A minor, G minor, F minor, E minor. Possibility. Or, yeah, that'd be a little strange. A minor, A flat major, F minor, E major, and then finally it would be C sharp minor, C major. Which wouldn't quite work with Dear to Us, but you know, we'll start it step by step. So that is basically what we would call a multitonic system. And a multitonic system is when you cycle a pattern across major thirds or minor thirds in consecutive whatevers. So that would be A minor 7 or whatever, I don't know. A minor 7 to A flat major 7, whatever. F minor 9 to like an E major 7-ish. So that both of those work with the chords of the melody. And you know, like I said, I'm feeling like there needs to be some there needs to be some of them sweet jazz chords here, because we've been chilling out in not sweet jazz chord land for a while, and so we want to just get into the weird shit. So this is my attempt at it. A minor, A flat, F minor, E major. Then how do we continue it? Because the next chord in the cycle would be a C sharp minor and D. Well, let's just first listen to how this shit sounds. How are we gonna want to voice? No, I'm trying to continue the melodic idea from this. Sounds hilarious when you do like the melodic stuff. When you spend too much time doing the like melodic analysis of this, it gets really weird, because that's da ba da 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 da. That sounds strange. All right, let's see what happens. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Okay. I don't know. A minor 7. Sounds weird, but whatever, they can handle it. We'll figure out the better voicings for these later, but I just want to get the general feel of it, so... D... No, let's do... That would be better there. That might work. Yeah, okay. Listen to that slowly. This is going to be either hot garbage or decent. Probably hot garbage. Okay. Pretty much hot garbage, but there might have been a nugget in there. Might have been a nugget. Going mining for harmony, everybody. Let's see what nugget was. Yeah, I don't like that A flat. I'm not liking how any of that sounds, but I do like that this F over, or the C over F going to the A minor. That does sound nice. Again, let's do a context check, because it might be that we need to do the weirder harmony there. I don't like this plodding harmonic rhythm. I do like, now that I hear it in context, that F minor 9 is deliciously spicy, but faithful friends who were, faithful friends who were. Yeah, okay. Just copied and pasted, but Sometimes copying and pasting is all you need to do. But I need to sort of clarify what the hell is going on here. Maybe it's a C sharp minor we want? I don't know. Yeah. C sharp minor 7. Let's listen slowly and carefully to what we want. Yeah. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're fucking getting there. Need to get some okay, so what we got? C sharp. Okay. Cool. What a G sharp. Yo, that is some spice. That's gonna be a spicy last one. Let's see if that's even gonna be feasible. Danny Anaya asks, are you going to have keys on this arrangement? If so, would you write them apart or is it more chords and slashes? Probably no keys. I like the stark, just incredibly lush sound of a string quartet. It's a pretty powerful thing. It's very like intimate. So we're gonna keep it at that. But if I was going to write them apart, I would be very specific in exactly what sorts of voicings I would give them. I probably would also be writing these string parts a little bit differently if I knew that there was going to be a piano in there, just because sometimes chords don't sound great together because strings like to use just intonation and keyboards are always tuned to equal temperament, stretched tuned equal temperament, which is slightly different than regular equal temperament. So sometimes certain things in the strings will sound slightly out of tune. It makes it a little bit more difficult to get like the right balance of tuning. But when you are just doing it pure by ear, and the strings will generally do it better getting in tune. If that answers your question. Yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit of a crunchy chord. It's, I guess, like an E minor 7 over an F. Don't hate it. I really don't hate it. This might be a little bit more, I guess, kosher. Yeah, I don't like... I'm going to have to kind of get into these string voicings a little bit better, a little bit deeper, because... Okay, I like that. Yeah, it's that moment. There's like... It's 2 Bs. I don't like that. 2B or not 2B? Definitely not 2 Bs. I don't like that either. Because, okay, I think about it, I want to have a little bit more motion here in this section. Your to get us into Faithful Friends. Cool. This might sound like hot garbage, but try it anyway. Okay, getting better. Getting better. It sounds pretty decent with the Sibelius playback, but I know that there's going to be some like intonation-y type things that might just need to be tightened up slightly, so let's try it. Yeah, I like the motion, I don't like the actual intervals. Could I just do that? Was it before? Yeah, it did hit it. Okay. No, we need more motion though. Motion. Emotion. No, okay, let's check and see if that sounds good. It's not what I want. Not what I want. Ah! Always a pain when you know what it is that you want and the puzzle pieces are not fitting the way you want them to. Okay, let's just sort of see. Okay, that's fine. So we got an E. A, or sorry, B, there's a B over an E. Yeah. So I really, I guess I'm just to talk this through to anybody who's still watching after, 2 hours. Woo, 2 hours. We're right now. That is a thing that I'm fairly enamored with, this major triad, as if it's like. I don't know. So I just kind of want to have that in the cello, so I'm just trying to work around that. It might not be possible to keep it though. That's fine. G, A, oh yeah, we don't want to. No F sharps there. We want to have like probably a C there, right? That was what we're trying for. Okay. cool. That's fine. Not a D there. I probably want an F sharp. That's where we're gonna get the C. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, that might be better. Let's try that. I don't like any of this. That's fine. I like that. Still's not right. Guys, I've been working on this for like the past 15 minutes. I still can't figure out exactly, or maybe 20 minutes longer. I still can't quite figure out exactly what I want to do with this because there's so many different like strains of ideas that I have, and I kind of have to start cutting them. I mean, I really liked. Okay, so just to talk more and make this a little bit more entertaining to the couple of people who are there. This guy right here. I like the melodic idea of ending on this B and just holding it out, but I'm having a bunch of problems here having this B being held out because I want to make sure that this chord, whatever it ends up being, is like meaty enough. And right now there's like B down there, then B here, then a B here. I really like the idea of this like really triumphant ascending line, but it's difficult to find like a note which fits well on this ascending line. Like that F sharp might, and that's G, G, B, G sharp, B. Okay, so B, G sharp, B, E, C sharp. I don't know what that chord would be. And it's not like super stable. We got an F sharp in there. Maybe this. I don't know. Yeah, that's okay. That's the problem. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So freaking close. All right, I'm just going to listen from here just to cleanse my palate and make sure that this is the right idea. Okay. Yep. Okay. We'll keep going. Let's just listen. Get some ideas. Faithful friends who were dear to us will be near to us. friends who were near to us will be near to us once more, near to us. Cool. Don't really know what to do yet about this part. I just want to listen to the whole thing again because I'm starting to get creatively drained. So I might need to shelve it and come back to this for another live stream. But let's just listen to what we have so far. Something is missing. There's been a shit ton of harmony, and I love a shit ton of harmony. It's good, but I might need to come back to this and really, really think about it a little bit more. So I'm going to take a break. This has been the arranging live stream. Maybe there's going to be one or two more versions of this where I put together the demo and everything, but thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, thanks patrons. Until next time, bass.